Hi, and welcome to this yoga class where you will be eased out of overwhelm to the best of yoga's ability. I'm going to guide you through a very slow and steady sequence with the emphasis on calming down. So do come to this yoga class anytime that you feel like you're frazzled and that life is just a little bit too much for you. Use it as a tool to recenter, to ground yourself and bring back some calm and steadiness, not only to your body but also to your mind. If you're enjoying these yoga classes on YouTube, please do subscribe to me on Patreon, where you can get all of my classes. I'm slowly taking these classes away from YouTube and putting them onto my website. So for a small monthly fee of just $3, you can have access to all of them. So have a look at the link at patreon.com/SarahByoga in the comments below, and you can get all the information there. It's very easy to set up a very small monthly payment so that you can access all of my classes. Let's start with this nice slow class to combat overwhelm. Come up to hands and knees to begin with. And look at your knees and bring them about as wide apart as your wrists are, and make sure that your wrists are about outer shoulder width apart. Then lift up your sitting bones, lift up your chin, and slowly sit down towards your heels. Look at your hands, walk them forward slowly. Place them flat to the floor, press them down, and then bring your forehead towards the floor. If your forehead doesn't land on the floor, then get your block or a blanket so that it has somewhere to rest. We're going to stay here for a few more breaths, about 5 more breaths, in child's pose. Whatever is on the floor, push it down a little more firmly. Slightly press your knees towards each other so you feel your inner thighs and around your hips engage. Now lift your head and look at your hands. Again, very slow and steady. Walk your hands a little bit over to the left. Lift your belly and chest up away from the floor and then come back down again. Rest your head on something and see if you can walk your hands a little bit more away from yourself. Relax your shoulders here, particularly this right one as it lengthens down the side. Lift your head, look at your hands and walk them at the same angle over to the right. Not as much as you normally do in my classes, just bring them a little bit out to the side. And again, bring your head down. Take a deep inhalation and slowly exhale. Do that again. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Now lift your head and look at your hands. Walk them back to center. Then pick up your seat, separate your feet, tuck your toes, and come into a bent knee, downward facing dog. Do keep your knees bent, even if you can straighten them. Nod your head yes a couple of times. Big nods. Put your neck through its full range of motion here. Look up as you nod up and look towards your belly as you nod down. And then let your head just hang. From here you can straighten your legs if you feel like your lower back doesn't round. Push your hands forward. Breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. And again, breathe in and breathe out. And breathe normally. And then walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. And stay here with bent knees and your fingers on the floor in Uttanasana. Let your head hang. Slightly press your feet towards each other. Push your feet down evenly on the left and the right side, and do the same with your hands. Then bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, and slowly come up to stand. Step your feet together. We're going to balance here, which is a really nice way to center and calm. Bring your hands onto your hips. For tree pose, turn your right leg out. Keep your foot on the floor if you need to, or perhaps bring your foot up onto your calf. Or, to make things a little more challenging, bring your foot into your strongly toned left inner thigh and push this foot down strongly. Keep your hand here if you need to, or reach your arms up overhead. Keep that standing leg really strong. And again, breathe slowly and steadily. I find in these balancing poses, you can't really think about anything else other than what your body is doing. So do be aware of how it feels to be here. Keep your legs engaged. Squeeze that right knee strong. Then bring your hands onto your hips. Take your foot away. Turn the knee forward and place your foot down. Let's do the second side. Take a breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn the left leg out. Pick up the leg to whichever point is good for you and press that right foot down. Keep your hand here if needed, or again, possibly bring your arms up overhead. Keep lifting up from your hips to your armpits. Lengthen both sides of your body as you squeeze your right standing leg really strong. Then bring your hands into your hips. Take your left leg away and place your foot down. Now widen your feet. Make sure that your feet are parallel to each other and bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, lift your chest, lift the sides of your body again. And as you exhale, fold forward. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Keep your arms straight. And as you inhale, lift your chin and lift your sitting bones. Then again, try and bring calm into your body here with your breath. Always breathing in and out through your nose. Breathe in deeply and exhale. One more time. Inhale and steadily exhale. Now look down at the floor and walk your hands back. So your toenails and fingernails line up. Round your back, look behind you. Again, if you need to bend your knees, please feel free to do that. And if you can, bring the palms of your hands to the floor, push them down. Firm your abdominal muscles. And send your breath now into the backs of your legs. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And breathe normally. Squeeze your legs, lift your head, lift your chin. Walk your hands back again where they were. Hands underneath your shoulders, lift your chin, lift your sitting bones, look up, look up. Then bend your knees, bring your hands onto your hips and come up to stand. Step your feet together. Take your time and come to the top of your mat. Separate your feet to outer hip width apart. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, raise your chest, look up. And as you exhale, go back into downward facing dog. Separate your feet so that you could put one of your feet inside your feet, so you feel like your legs are parallel. And as you inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Squeeze the left buttock in. On your next exhalation, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Bring your back knee down. Now you might want to double up your mat here for the comfort of your back knee. And bring both of your hands inside your right foot. You can come onto your fingertips if you need a bit more length in your arms, but if you can bring your palms flat, do that. Then press your right leg in towards your upper right arm and maybe bend your elbows and lower your chest that little bit more. I want you to feel you're getting a nice stretch here, down, up and down, that left hip, that left thigh, as you get this nice compression in the right hip, the front of the right hip and the back of the right hip, all around the glutes are lengthening. Keep pressing your front foot towards your back knee and pause here. Again, inhale deeply through your nose, and again through your nose, exhale.
One more time. Inhale and exhale. Breathe normally. And from here, pick up your back knee and undo the fold of the mat if you folded it, and step back into downward facing dog. Reposition your hands and your feet. And as you inhale, raise the left leg up and back. Squeeze the right buttock in, push your hands forward. Then step your left foot forward in between your hands. Bring your hands inside the foot, so both hands are on the right. Bring your back knee down, and again, if you want to double up the mat, or put any other kind of padding that you've got underneath your back knee, do that. Get a little press of your left leg into your left upper arm, and then possibly lower your chest a little bit here by bending your elbows. This is optional. Don't worry if you can't lower your chest here. The most important thing is you're feeling a nice stretch around your hips as they're in this asymmetrical position. Keep squeezing your bottom. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Inhale and exhale. And breathe normally. Pick up your back knee and go back into downward facing dog. Bring both of your knees to the floor and come into child's pose. Big toes touch. Walk your hands forward. Then lift your bottom back up again. Separate your feet and come onto hands and knees. So rearrange your knees so you feel like they're underneath your hips. And reach your left arm out to the side, and then turn away from that left arm, turn to the right, and bring the side of your head to the floor. Press that left hand down, relax your shoulders, slightly press your knees towards each other, and then change sides. Lift your head, and bring your right arm out to the side, turn to the left. Make sure you've got enough space here. Press your knees towards each other. Relax both of your shoulders as much as you can. Lift your head. Bring both of your hands to the floor and come into a child's pose now where your arms are relaxed. Slide your hands back. Frame your head with your bent elbows and your forearms. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now lift your head. Pick your seat up. Get your block and put it on the side of your mat. Then sit your bottom in the middle of your mat. Keep your knees bent and lie down. Pick your bottom up so that you can put your block on the lower back, this is on the sacrum area, right near the tailbone, and draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Then lengthen your left leg long down the mat. Relax both of your feet and relax that straight leg. Maybe draw the right knee in a little bit more, as long as you don't hitch up the right hip towards your right shoulder. Breathe in deeply and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe normally. Relax your shoulders. And change sides. Bring your right foot to the floor, pick up your left leg, interlace your fingers the other way, and lengthen your right leg long down the mat. Again, relax both of your feet, relax that straight right leg, and don't put any unnecessary effort into your hands and your shoulders. Just do what's necessary to hold the shape. Inhale and exhale.
Inhale and exhale. Breathe normally. Then release that left leg, bring the foot to the floor, bend the right leg, pick your bottom up so you can move the block away. Then widen your feet to the edges of the mat for windscreen wipers and drop both of your knees to the left. Hook your fingertips around your elbow tips and let your arms drop around your head, framing your head. Push your right hip towards your right knee and your right knee forwards. Breathing into the right side of your body. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Pick up both of your knees, drop them over to the right. Change the cross of your arms. Push your left hip towards your left knee forwards. Relax your shoulders. Inhale and exhale in the left side. Inhale and exhale. Pick up your knees. Bring your arms down by your sides. Walk your feet in a little bit closer so that your fingertips can graze the backs of your heels. Push your feet down for bridge pose. Inhale, lift your seat. Interlace your fingers under your back and walk your upper arms closer to each other. Lift your chest. Press your knees towards each other. Lift your chin and press the back of your head down. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release your hands and lower your bridge. Lengthen your left leg long down your mat and then your right leg. Turn your palms up. Turn your inner arms up towards the ceiling. Relax your feet and your hands, your legs and your arms, all down your back and all down your front. Close your eyes. And for 1 minute here, soften and let go. Stay with this. Soften as much of your body as you can. Now bend your knees one leg at a time and roll over onto your right side. And as you stay here, inhale deeply and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Notice how you feel here.
Try and soften around your shoulders and your hips that little bit more. Then push down with one hand and then the other to bring yourself up to sit. And sit here as symmetrically as you can. Notice if you lean forwards or back, or to the left or the right. Try and sit as centrally and as steadily as you can. And sit tall. Bring your hands into your heart. Let's chant the sound of Om together one time. Inhale deeply. Bow your head towards your heart. Release your hands and bring them down onto your legs. Lift your chin and open your eyes. Namaste. I hope you can go back into your day in a slow and steady way. And remember this class, if ever you want to get rid of overwhelm, you want to recalibrate yourself and calm down. Remember, you need to join me on patreon.com/Sarah B Yoga in order to keep accessing this class. Take care.